Have you ever experienced that profound moment when you look into someone's eyes and feel as if you've known them for eternity? A connection so deep, so instantaneous, that it transcends all logical explanation. I, Edgar Cayce, have spent a lifetime exploring the mysteries of the soul and its journey through the material plane. Today I wish to share with you the truth about twin flames, a concept often misunderstood yet profoundly significant in our spiritual development. The path to understanding twin flames begins not with searching outward, but by looking within. In my years of providing readings, I've observed that what most seekers truly desire is wholeness, that sense of completeness that seems elusive in our earthly existence. Many believe this wholeness can only be found in another person, a perfect counterpart who completes what's missing in themselves. But the profound truth is far more beautiful and complex than most realize. What you're feeling when you encounter a twin flame is not merely attraction or compatibility, but a recognition at the soul level. It's a remembrance of your own wholeness reflected back to you. This recognition often comes unexpectedly, in a moment of stillness, or during an ordinary exchange. The eyes are indeed windows to the soul, and in that moment of recognition, the veils between souls thin, allowing for a glimpse of your shared spiritual essence. In my readings, I often explained that our souls embody both masculine and feminine energies, what some traditions call yin and yang. When we incarnate into physical form, we project only half of our complete soul energy, either the feminine or masculine aspect. This projection creates a natural feeling of incompleteness, a yearning for the other half of ourselves. And here lies the first misunderstanding about twin flames. Many believe this missing half is found exclusively in another person. The truth is more profound. While we may indeed meet souls with whom we share a special connection, souls we have known across many lifetimes, true wholeness comes from within. I once stated, "No, the soul is rather the soulmate of the universal consciousness than of an individual entity." This understanding is crucial, for it liberates us from the desperate search for completion in another and redirects our attention to the divine wholeness already present within us. But what makes the twin flame connection different from other soul relationships? According to what I've observed through countless readings, when we project half of our soul energy into physical form, the other half may also incarnate separately. This creates what I referred to as twin souls, not to be confused with soulmates, which are souls with whom we have incarnated repeatedly for mutual growth and learning. The twin soul represents the literal other half of your soul essence. The recognition of this connection, when it happens, is unmistakable. It's not merely emotional or physical attraction, though these may certainly be present, but a profound spiritual recognition that transcends normal human experience. It's as if you're looking into a mirror that reflects not your physical self, but your soul's essence. In my own life, I experienced this connection with my longtime assistant, Gladys Davis. As I channeled information, she recorded, organized, and preserved it for future generations. Our connection was not romantic in nature, yet it was profoundly purposeful. Past life readings revealed that we had incarnated together many times in various relationships, always working in complementary ways toward shared purposes. This points to another key characteristic of twin flame connections. They serve a higher purpose beyond personal fulfillment. When twin souls unite in conscious awareness, they often undertake spiritual work that impacts many others. The energy created through their reunification amplifies their ability to serve and elevates their spiritual vibration. However, I must caution against the romanticism that often surrounds the twin flame concept in modern discourse. The purpose of all relationships, including twin flame connections, is spiritual growth, not mere happiness or comfort. In fact, twin flame relationships often challenge us profoundly, bringing to the surface our deepest wounds and unresolved karma for healing. How will you know when you've encountered your twin flame? The moment of recognition may come as a shock of familiarity so profound it leaves you breathless. Time seems to stand still. There's an inexplicable sense of coming home, of finding a part of yourself you didn't realize was missing until that moment. The connection transcends physical attraction, though that may be present. It operates at a vibrational level, creating resonance between your energetic fields. Many report unusual synchronicities surrounding twin flame encounters, meaningful coincidences, shared dreams, telepathic communication, or sensing each other's emotions across distances. These experiences reflect the non-physical connection that exists beyond the material plane. Your intuition will speak clearly in these moments if you're willing to listen, but the most definitive sign is the spiritual awakening that follows. Twin flame encounters often catalyze profound spiritual growth, pushing both individuals toward their highest potential. Old patterns that no longer serve your highest good become unbearable. The relationship acts as a mirror, reflecting back your unhealed aspects and calling you toward greater wholeness. This is why twin flame relationships aren't always immediately harmonious. The intensity of the connection can trigger deep-seated fears and insecurities. The mirroring effect can be uncomfortable, even painful. Some twin flames separate temporarily as they process these challenges, creating what some call the runner-chaser dynamic. But this separation serves a purpose, providing space for individual healing and growth. Remember that while the twin flame connection is profound, it doesn't exempt you from the work of spiritual development. In fact, it often accelerates this work, bringing challenges that foster rapid evolution. The purpose isn't merely romantic fulfillment, but spiritual transformation that benefits not just the individuals involved, but radiates outward to touch many lives. I've observed through my readings that twin flames often share past life connections, having incarnated together in various relationships. These souls have made agreements to reunite in the current lifetime for specific spiritual purposes. The recognition happens at a soul level, beyond conscious awareness, yet the conscious mind experiences it as an undeniable knowing. When twin flames unite in conscious awareness of their connection and spiritual purpose, they create a powerful energetic field that facilitates healing and spiritual growth. Their combined energy resonates at a higher frequency, creating a conduit for divine energy to flow more freely into the material plane.
This is why twin flame unions often lead to meaningful service work that benefits humanity. The timing of twin flame reunions is seldom random. These meetings typically occur when both souls have reached a level of individual development that prepares them for the intensity of the connection. Often, one or both have undergone significant spiritual awakening prior to the encounter.
The universe orchestrates these meetings with perfect timing, though it may not seem perfect from our limited human perspective. What's crucial to understand is that the twin flame connection isn't about completing you. You are already complete in your divine essence. Rather, it's about reflecting your completeness back to you, helping you recognize the wholeness that has always existed within. The intense attraction you feel isn't drawing you toward something external, but toward the recognition of your own divine nature. In my readings, I often emphasized that relationships serve as mirrors for our own development. This is exponentially true for twin flame connections. Every reaction, trigger, and emotion that arises within the relationship points to an aspect of yourself needing healing, integration, or acknowledgement. The twin flame doesn't create these issues. They simply illuminate what was already there, waiting to be addressed. True twin flame recognition comes with a sense of divine timing and purpose. There's an awareness that this connection transcends personal desire and serves a higher plan. When you recognize your twin flame, you'll sense that the meeting was orchestrated by forces beyond your conscious control, yet perfectly aligned with your soul's journey. Many ask if twin flames always unite romantically. While the connection contains elements of divine masculine and feminine energies that create magnetic attraction, twin flames don't always express their connection through romantic partnership. Some twin flames serve their purpose through creative collaboration, spiritual work, or parallel paths that intersect at crucial moments. The form the relationship takes is less important than the spiritual growth and service it facilitates. Another common question concerns whether we have just one twin flame. According to my understanding, since the twin flame represents the other half of your soul essence. Each soul has only one true twin. However, we may have many soulmates, souls with whom we've shared significant past life experiences and with whom we continue to learn and grow. These connections are also valuable and divinely orchestrated. The moment of recognition, that instant when you know beyond doubt that you're in the presence of your twin flame, often comes unexpectedly. It may happen during an ordinary exchange, perhaps while sharing a meal, during a chance meeting, or in the midst of a conversation. Suddenly, time seems to slow. You might notice subtle energy shifts or feel a profound sense of familiarity that transcends your current lifetime. Many report experiencing a sensation of energetic merging, as if the boundaries between self and other temporarily dissolve. This isn't a loss of identity, but an expansion of consciousness that allows you to perceive the underlying unity of all life. In that moment, you recognize not just the other person, but a deeper truth about the nature of existence itself. The eyes are particularly significant in twin flame recognition. Ancient wisdom teaches that the eyes are windows to the soul, and in the twin flame encounter, these windows open fully. Looking into your twin flame's eyes may trigger spontaneous past life memories or a profound knowing that transcends verbal explanation. There's a sense of being truly seen, perhaps for the first time. But recognition isn't limited to a single moment. It often unfolds as a process of increasingly undeniable synchronicities and confirmations. Dreams may become more vivid, featuring your twin flame before you've even met physically. You might experience telepathic communication or sense their emotions across distances. The universe seems to conspire to bring you together through seemingly chance circumstances that, in retrospect, reveal perfect orchestration. The ultimate purpose of the twin flame connection isn't personal happiness, though profound joy may certainly result. The true purpose is spiritual awakening and service. When twin flames unite in conscious awareness of their connection, they create a powerful conduit for divine love to flow into the world. Their union serves as a template for the higher consciousness that humanity is evolving toward, one that recognizes the underlying unity of all life, while honoring the unique expression of individual souls. This understanding liberates us from the desperate search for completion in another and redirects our attention to the divine wholeness already present within us. True love isn't about finding your other half, but recognizing the completeness that has always existed at your core. The twin flame doesn't complete you. They remind you of your inherent completeness. The spiritual path isn't about escaping the material world, but transforming it through higher consciousness. Twin flame unions contribute to this transformation by anchoring higher vibrational energies into the earthly plane. Through their connection, they demonstrate the possibility of relationships based on mutual growth, spiritual purpose, and unconditional love, rather than dependency or fear. When you encounter your twin flame, you'll know it not just through external signs, but through an inner knowing that resonates at the core of your being. This knowing transcends doubts and fear, though these may arise as the ego attempts to process an experience that exists beyond its comprehension. Trust the knowing that arises from your soul, for it speaks a truth that the logical mind can only partially grasp. Remember that the twin flame journey isn't a substitute for individual spiritual development, but an acceleration of it. Each person must do their own inner work, healing past wounds and aligning with their highest potential. The connection serves as a catalyst and mirror for this work, but it cannot do the work for you. True union can only occur between two individuals who are committed to their own wholeness. In the moment of recognition, you'll understand that this connection has always existed beyond time and space. You're not creating something new, but remembering something eternal. This remembrance carries a sense of homecoming, of returning to a truth that your soul has always known, but your conscious mind had forgotten. The signs will be unmistakable. Beyond the intense attraction and synchronicities, there's a profound sense of spiritual purpose that accompanies true twin flame recognition. You'll intuitively understand that this connection exists not merely for personal fulfillment, but for the benefit of many. There's a calling to create, heal, teach, or serve in ways that transcend individual desires. Trust the knowing that arises in that moment of recognition. Though the journey ahead may contain challenges and periods of separation, the initial recognition contains a seed of truth that will continue to grow throughout your lifetime. This is not merely a romantic connection, but a spiritual covenant that both souls agreed to before incarnating.
The beauty of the twin flame journey lies not in perfect union, but in the growth it catalyzes. Every challenge presents an opportunity for healing and expansion. Every separation creates space for deeper integration. The journey itself is the destination, a sacred path of remembering your divine nature and purpose.
In that moment of recognition, when you look into the eyes of your twin flame and know beyond doubt that you've found a reflection of your own soul, remember that what you're seeing is also within you. The love, wisdom, and divine essence you recognize in them exists equally within yourself. This is the greatest gift of the twin flame connection, not the union with another, but the remembrance of your own divine nature. The path forward requires courage, patience, and unwavering commitment to truth. It asks you to release old patterns, heal ancient wounds, and step into your highest potential. But in that moment of recognition, you'll know with absolute certainty that you're exactly where you're meant to be, encountering exactly who you're meant to meet at precisely the right time in your soul's journey. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of twin flames. If these reflections resonate with your soul, I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below. Every story of soul connection contributes to our collective understanding of these profound spiritual mysteries. Remember that I read every comment shared here, valuing each person's journey and insights. Your engagement helps bring these spiritual teachings to more seekers who may be navigating their own path of soul recognition and reunion. If you found value in these reflections, please consider expressing your appreciation through a like, which helps others discover these teachings as well. And to continue this journey of spiritual exploration together, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Remember, the greatest journey is always the one that leads you back to your own divine essence.